Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please be informed that I share some real and practical trading tips to help you become a better trader. So in today's video, I am going to show you how I followed pure price action to trade crude oil and generate the profits. Of course, I had my technicals in place to support the price action on the charts, but again, price action is the king. Okay, so if you just know how to play around with the price action, you will surely be profitable. Okay, now before we start with, let me tell you something very important. In the trades that I'm going to share with you right now, I was able to catch more than 100 points in most of the trades. So in each trade, I was able to catch more than 100 points of move in crude oil. Okay, and yes, I'm talking about 100 plus points. Okay, and if you trade crude oil futures, you already know that 100 points move or catching a 100 point move in a single crude oil trade is a big move. Okay, so let me be very clear about one thing right at the start. Catching 100 points in every trade is not normal. Okay, it is just not possible. If someone tells you that they capture huge moves like this every single day, then they are either extremely lucky or they are not telling you the full truth. Okay, so basically, on a personal front, also, I normally take up one to two trades max to max in a day. Okay, one to two trades in crude oil in a single day, and in each trade I aim for around 20 to 30 points move. So in total I aim for 40 to 50 to 60 points profit points every day in the crude oil trading. Okay, so hope that is clear. So I just want to set the right expectations so that you should not get biased after seeing the profit points. You should not be in an impression that you can make those kind of profit points in crude oil trading every single day. No, as I said, it's just not possible. Okay, so the goal of a trader is not to catch the entire move every time. Please remember that. The goal of a trader is to follow the price action, manage risk, and consistently extract profits from the market. Okay, and that is exactly what I'm gonna show you today. Okay, so let's get started with the screenshot first. Just a moment. Okay, so this is the screenshot. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger so that it's more clear. Okay, so in total, as you can see here, I took 6 trades yesterday. All the trades are from 10th of March 2026, as you can see here, the dates. Okay, so the first trade that I took was in the US crude oil. So I entered at around 89.83, exited at around 88.50. The profit was around 1.33 cents. Okay, similarly, I took a second trade in the Indian crude oil. If you have gone through my yesterday's video, I had mentioned it very clearly that the day was not over yet for me. Okay, I'm supposed to trade the Indian crude oil as well, and I did that. Okay, so this was the second crude oil trade. Similarly, this was the third crude oil trade. Just have a look on the points, guys. I will explain it in details when we get onto the charts. Okay, and this is the fourth crude oil trade. This is the fifth crude oil trade, and this is the last crude oil trade that I took at 10:22 p.m. Sorry, 22:41. That is 10:41 p.m. And the last trade of the day was again from the U.S. crude oil. Okay, so I hope you are clear on this. Okay, right. So let me minimize this and let's get on to the most important thing, that is the chart. Okay, pure price action, guys. So the first trade of the day, uh, Just a moment. I'm in a trade as of now. As you can see, the time is around 1, 2 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So I'm already in a trade. So I'm just managing my trade. Just a moment. I'm really sorry. Give me 10 seconds here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the time, guys. So moving on here. So the first trade of the day, I had explained it yesterday. So basically, this structure was made, and this is the flat uh, surface that we got. Okay, and when this candle breached this particular support line, I took up the trade and I earned around $1.33 here, right? So basically you need to know what are the highs, what are the lows, what are the swing highs, what are the swing lows, and how exactly the swings play around. Okay, how exactly the resistance and support play around, so that you can take the right entry. Okay, so the entry was made at this point and I booked out my profits at this point. Okay, so this was the first trade of the day yesterday, and I gained around $1.33. Again, if you just trade with one lot of US crude oil, then this $1.33 profit that you see, it is nothing but 1,33,000 rupees. Okay, so that was the first trade of the day. Moving on to the, let me explain the sixth trade of the day first, because this was the last trade of the day, which was taken on the US crude oil market. Okay, so here also the structure was formed here, as you can see. Okay, and it went up, but it was not able to breach the resistance level here, right? So it would have, if at all it would have breached it here, I would have taken a buy position here, and my target would have been somewhere here. But here it went up here and it started falling down. So it is very clear that if it breaches this particular level, that would be the right point to take an entry. Okay, now the main thing is I missed the trade at this point. Okay, please note that I missed the trade at this point. Why did I take up the trade here in that case? The reason being, if you would have observed the crude oil market yesterday at this point, at this candle, okay, at this candle, the Indian crude oil had hit the lower circuit and the market was frozen. There was no movement. So whenever a lower circuit or a higher circuit is met, the market stabilizes. Sorry, the market freezes for some time, unless and until the next new targets are set. Right. So the same thing happened here. When the prices reached at this point, it hit the lower circuit of the day, and the prices froze. Now, here is the catch. Whenever there is a freeze, let's say for example in this example, the crude has been going down, right? And while it was going down, the lower circuit was hit. So whenever the market will open again after a new lower circuit is defined, when the market opens up again, 90% of the time it will follow the same direction. Okay, so seeing the Indian market, so this is the US chart that you're seeing. Okay, but the market froze, the low circuit was hit in the Indian crude oil. So seeing that, I initiated a sell trade here because I was very sure that when the market reopens, or when they redefine the lower circuit and when the movement starts again, it will surely give a fall. Later obviously it might go up, and it did the same. But my point of concern is at this point. I know that if the low circuit is hit and when it reopens, it goes down for a moment. So that is the exact catch that I did here. Okay, so I initiated a sell trade here, right? And I got a nice $2.47 here, guys. Again, you trade with one lot of US crude oil, and if you gain $2.47, that means you are in a profit of 2,47,000 rupees. Okay, it depends how many lots you trade with. All right, so this was the sixth trade of the day. Now let's get on uh, to the Indian crude oil. Okay, so I have already drew all the stuffs here to manage some time, to save some time. So let's get on to the chart here. So this is the second trade of the day. Again, pure price action, no confusions. It was giving a structure here, moved up, came down. So this obviously is your point. If it breaches, you take a sell trade. The same thing was done here. Okay, I took a sell trade at this point exactly, and I booked out my profit at 101 points, guys. Okay, 101 profit point is a big deal. It went down further, but I don't care about it. Okay, now basically, as I said, normally I aim for 20 to 30 points in a single trade. In this scenario, if I'm getting a 100 plus points move, do I really need to think before I book my profits? Obviously no, so I booked it. Okay, so this was the second trade of the day wherein I earned 101 profit points. Now your profit depends on how many lots you trade with. Okay, getting on to the third trade of the day. Again, formed a lot of structures here, but this point did not breach this point, right? So this low was not breached. If at all this low would have been breached, then we would have uh, initiated a sell trade somewhere here, and we would have stayed back. But that was not the case, right? It came till here, then it moved up. Okay, and here, if you see, there is a clear resistance. So what I did in this case was I traded the retracement. Okay, so I traded this retracement. Entered here, exited here. Okay, a beautiful 184 points move, guys. Okay, if I would have wanted, I would have actually waited till here, but I to be frank, I didn't had that guts to stay back till here. When I saw a profit of 184 points, it was more than sufficient for me to decide to book out of the trade. Okay, so basically I traded the resistance here. Same thing happened in the next trade as well. I again traded the retracement. Okay, so it retraced back here. Again, the same thing. You clearly see a resistance here, right? This is the day's high. You clearly see a resistance here. You got a black candle. I initiated a sell trade here and exited here, booking a profit of around 132 points again. Okay, if you are somebody who is really having some guts, then you would have stayed till here. Okay, it would have been like 250 to 300 profit points. Okay, so all technicals, guys, absolute price action. Okay, so yeah, so this was the fourth trade of the day. Okay, next, getting on to the fifth trade of the day. Again, the same thing. It went for a structure, right? And then it came down. Obviously, if this is breached, then we expect a fall further. The same thing happened, and this is where exactly I took up a trade as well. Okay, so when this support was breached, I took up a trade at this candle. Okay, and I exited with a 99 profit points. Again, if I would have stayed back, it would have been double the profit because it came down till here, right? So again, 99 profit points, and I got a chance one more time as well. Okay, so the structure was formed here, right? And retracement down again, you breach this and it moves down again. So if I would have wanted, I would have, taken up a sell trade here as well. But it was like a lot for the day. Okay, it was really a lot for the day. The profits that were made were more than sufficient for me for the day to go. So I did not go ahead with this particular thing, with this particular trade. Okay, so I hope the things are clear, guys. Okay, so I hope you understand how it works. And what else? Am I missing anything here? Let me just give it a quick thought. No, nothing really. Okay, so it it was a total of 816 plus profit points that was booked in one day, guys. Okay, 816. In fact, more than that. Okay, so basically, if you would have traded with just one lot, the one lot of crude oil, the profit would be around 81,000 or 82,000 rupees. Exclude the US crude oil trades. Okay, in the US crude oil trades, we in one trade we like gained around 1.3 lakhs, in another one we gained around 2.4 lakhs, I think, right? So excluding that, you would have gained around 81 or 82,000 rupees if you would have just traded with one lot of crude. Okay, so like, isn't it insane? It is, right? So basically, what's important is to mix and match the price action along with the technicals. Okay, and I know there are many guys who just use price action to trade and they are highly profitable. I think this is the way how they are profitable. Okay, but for me, when it comes to me, my choice is to use the price action and the technicals together. Okay, I'm an indicator guy for sure. Okay, and if the price action supports the indicators, that's a beautiful trade for sure. Okay, so, and one more thing, guys, I will also share today's trade that I did in the morning hours. So when I say today, it is 11th of March 2026. So I took up a trade in Bank Nifty. The whole market is falling like hell. It's a bloodbath, right? Both in Nifty and Bank Nifty. I did trade Bank Nifty, sorry, I did trade Nifty, and I made a profit of more than 100 points, I believe. Okay, so I will also make a video. I need to make a video to have that explained, okay, separately. We'll surely find out sometime today or tomorrow, and I will make it up. Okay, so if you found this helpful, smash that like button, share this with your trading friends, and drop a comment below if you have any queries. Let's help each other grow as traders. And of course, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the channel for more real and practical trading insights. Thank you for watching. Trade simple, trade smart, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy trading and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.